And this is the second straight year playing in a week 0 game, and we heard you talk in this offseason how you like playing in week 0 matchups. Why is that?
Well, twofold. I think, all teams are ready to play, right? They've been going through spring ball, didn't get a chance to hit anybody else all through fall camp. And then to be that week 0 game really last year gave me the awareness of how much that brought that national attention, right? We played Nebraska. We're fortunate to win that game. But the flip side of it for me as a head coach, I've had a lot of success on bye weeks, and this guarantees us an opportunity to have 2 bye weeks this year when everybody else just gets 1. So kind of allows that to happen naturally. That is a nice byproduct of playing in week 0.
Now, Coach, I'm calling that week 0 game against Wyoming, and I got a first peek at the depth chart. I'm not here to give away any secrets, but one thing I did notice was you had a few oars listed on the depth chart for some of those positional battles, and it's commonplace now in college football, but I got to know, why are coaches not making that definitive decision on the depth chart?
Well, to be quite honest, I think it allows and breeds competition. I think, Joshua, as you know, right, like competition brings the best out of people. On Sunday, I basically told the team, listen, when we call that first unit out, whether it's going to be offense, defense, SWAT, KOC, whatever it is, that is the starter as we know it on Sunday. But if a guy, A, has injury or a guy doesn't perform what he needs to do during the course of the week, things can change. And then really try to build and kind of promote a lot of depth early in the season, I think, is critical.
Now, Coach, I don't know if you have a good answer for this one, but can you pinpoint the first coach to go with the or on the depth chart? Like, when was the first time you saw that?
Probably my depth chart when they're like, boy, I'd like to find somebody else. Or if we can find anybody else besides Bielema, that'd be a good thing. I don't know the first time I saw it, but it's a way to also engage sometimes, and I'm sure, Josh, you saw that involves a lot of our younger players, right? Guys that we feel like we'd like to have them play, but maybe Thursday we get out of practice and we maybe don't think they're quite ready, right? Maybe that this is the first week of school. We all know what that means, right? That there's different things coming at them, right? And you just don't know how sometimes those first-year players are going to react.
Coach, well, let's talk about some of your players. Your quarterback, Tommy DeVito, transferred to your program from Syracuse this offseason, and you said this guy is Jersey through and through. So I'm curious, we've seen the chain here, but what else does Tommy bring to the quarterback room that has a little Jersey flair?
It's kind of funny. We have 5 quarterbacks in our QB room, and 3 of those 5 are from Jersey. So Tommy and then Art Sikowski, who started a number of games for us last year, those 2 guys have been as good gets, but both of them are different quarterbacks. They both have different strengths, different weaknesses. Tommy, obviously, like you see here, is a very athletic guy that was in a running quarterback system, but to come here, I think he's really adopted to what we play and how we play offensively. And then Art Sikowski, as we saw last year, is a very strong arm, guy that's strong in the pocket, makes great decisions with the ball, extremely competitive. So those 2 guys are definitely playing as good a football as we've had them play this year.
Now, Coach, you could say that you've got a type, and that type would be big, as you like to call them, strapped-up running backs, and you got a couple on your roster in Chase Brown and Josh McCray. So I got to know, why do you like the bigger, swole back, and what do those guys specifically bring to your offense?
Well, I like backs that are good, right? And it just happened that sometimes you fall into a body type. I really don't have a demeanor I'm looking for. A couple weeks back, you probably remember, and I know, Joshua, you follow the NFL, James White retired from the New England Patriots. He was a second-string running back out of St. Thomas Aquinas when we recruited him, and he is a smaller back in nature, but very versatile, very athletic, brings a lot of value. So, Chase is probably a little bit between the 2. Joshua is definitely a bigger back, strong, runs behind his pads very well. I think Chase probably has the ability to take it to the house maybe a little bit more, but also have Chase Hayden, who's another running back who was with me at Arkansas. He's a little bit smaller in nature, but very versatile, very strong, athletic. We have a freshman running back in Aiden Lawfrey, who might be one of the fastest guys on our football team that we're excited to see if he can get himself out there. So got a lot of things coming at him, and I don't care if they're big, small, or anywhere in between. If they can gain yards, we're going to use them.